It's your boy, TS.
And Jamie, and welcome to the Chronicles of Podcast.
The Chronicles of Bloodstock 2022.
Unfortunately, due to the intense, wonderful heat at Bloodstock Festival, this interview did get cut quite short because the camera decided it didn't want to play anymore as it melted in the heat. But massive sorry to the boys at Guilt Trip. Regardless, enjoy this incredible conversation.
I'm Jay from Guilt Trip, I'm the singer.
I'm Jack from Guilt Trip, guitar.
So a question I like to ask every single guest we speak to, how was your pandemic season? Because I know for music it was fucking shit. So how was it personally for you guys?
Yeah, it was tough, man, but I think having the time off from doing shows and stuff, we could we could get into writing and that kind of thing, which we needed to do at the time because we'd not written anything for probably 2 years by that point. So yeah, I mean, we made the most of it. It was not a great time, obviously. But we came out with something that we didn't have before it started, which is all you can ask for, really.
Excellent, good.
Yeah, I think like it put into perspective how much the live shows mean to us, and we just took what positives we could out of it, really, rather than dwelling in it. It sucked, but we've come out of it with like a better mindset, to be honest.
Good. That's excellent. I know a lot of people had it hard, so that's good that you guys made the most of it rather than just sat.
It's hard to find the motivation, isn't it, when something like that's going on. I mean, what can you do? There's nothing you can do other than focus on writing. It's the only thing you can do at home, isn't it?
It's great though, it's good to see some people still find the positives in the negative, which is what you need to try and do sometimes. That's awesome. But we are here, Bloodstock 2022. It's a hot one this year, but how are you guys finding it?
It was amazing, man. It was probably the best show we've ever played. Up to now, yeah, definitely.
Really?
We've never played to that many people before, I don't think. And it was just crazy. Like, from the stage, it looked front to back, and everyone seemed to enjoy it. And we weren't expecting anything near to that kind of reaction.
No. Yeah. It's like exactly what you picture when you get offered the festival and you imagine what it could be like. It was exactly that. Like, usually you think, you start imagining, don't you, like, it could be front to back, circle pits, blah blah blah, but then you start to think like, wait, we're on pretty early, it might not go down like that, but it did.
And we still feel like a new band as well, so it's like we've never played festivals before, so we go into it thinking it's like, it's a new world for us, do you know what I mean? We're not expecting to see front to back crowd.
Well, we had to squeeze to get in to see it.
Yeah. I mean, it's just mind blowing to us.
Crazy.
Yes.
Great. That's what you want.
Yeah, exactly, man. I couldn't have asked for it to go any better, honestly.
That's awesome. So this was your first ever festival show, did you say?
We played Hellfest a few months back, but yeah, this is our first UK festival. Yeah.
That's awesome. It's great to get such a great turnout for you guys as well.
Yeah, it was amazing, man.
Especially on the last day as well, when everyone's been drinking.
We were thinking like everyone's probably fed up by now. No one's going to get up in time to see us. Yeah, he said it was a graveyard shift, but it was mad, wasn't it?
Yeah, Guilt Trip turned up, fuck shit up, love it.
Exactly.
That's got to give you guys great motivation going forward though, just like to get out of there, like fuck yes.
Yeah, definitely.
That's amazing. So obviously you guys are playing at the Sophie Lancaster stage. We're here this weekend representing the Sophie Lancaster Foundation. What do you know of Sophie's story at all?
Yeah, we've obviously remember it being in the news and everything, and it's just crazy. And obviously you guys do a lot of good stuff with the Sophie Lancaster Foundation, and our experience has obviously been a lot different to a lot of metalheads, because as you can see, like, we don't look like your typical metalheads usually. I'm wearing a Creed t-shirt, but we've had it quite easy.
We've had it quite easy
in the metal way, where we've not had abuse hurled at us, and I think that just shows how much people really do judge what you're wearing, and it just shows how much of a problem it is. And we don't not dress like metalheads because that's what we're worried about. Then it's just we're into like streetwear, fashion, and you know, you don't always have to follow what the music normally.
No, absolutely.
But it just, I think it really does just show how bad it really is. Like, even from school, I remember that it was, you get moshes at school, usually the backpacks have the patches on and blah blah blah, and you do get abuse and you do see it all the time. And it just shows how bad it really is.
Yeah, it's mental this day and age as well. When you've got like the LGBTQ community now, like everyone's like gender fluidity is everywhere now and everything, and it's still happening. And it makes no sense.
Crazy. Yeah. It's crazy.
We're hoping with like, you know, like Metallica have had this surge of like young fans because of the Stranger Things stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe that might help the younger generation that are probably wearing Metallica t-shirts, and they're probably getting to Slipknot then, and that might help along the way. Programs like that, plug-in metal.
It's just crazy how judgmental like the typical person seems to be in this day and age, especially. It is mind-blowing because when you're in this scene, you don't see a lot of it at all because everyone's sort of similar, aren't they? Everyone gets along with each other. There's no judgment, but when you're outside the scene, like when you're in school, where you can't be with all your metalhead friends or whatever, it's just brutal, and you can't. It's 2022 and it's still going on. Yeah, it is mind blowing.
It's very prevalent what you say though, because you know you're saying you don't walk around dressed as metalheads and stuff like that, so you don't get it. Yeah. But then there's people that do who listen to the exact same music as you.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sure if they were to hear you sing, they'd be like, "What the fuck?"
Literally no different from us. Just whatever t-shirt you're wearing. Who judges you on your t-shirt or your pants or your haircut, whatever?
It's mental, isn't it?
It is mental, yeah.
When you break it down, you're like, really? Like, really?
Just on how someone looks, what has it got to do with anyone else?
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Get on with yourself.
Yeah.
But obviously you guys played the Sophie Lancaster Foundation today. How does it feel to sort of fly that flag for Sophie, even if it's just during that set? Because people that wanted to see Guilt Trip, they come into that tent, they see that name, they might be like, who the hell's Sophie Lancaster?
It was a privilege to play something like that, honestly. And it's a humbling experience because there is a bigger picture than just the music. Like, a girl lost her life because of being different. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And it goes bigger than music, doesn't it? Like,
absolutely.
Like that bullying and then assaulting people, it's just goes further and further, and then taking someone's life because of how different they are. It's just, I mean, you can't put it into words, can you?
No, it's disgusting. And what breaks our heart is we've been talking to just the general public today and hearing their stories, and it's still happening.
Yeah, I mean, you could ask everyone here. I'm sure one in every two people will have their own story at least, and it's sad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, everyone's here having a good time, but away from being here, it's a different story in people's everyday lives. Yeah. And I mean, this is an escape. This is why stuff like this is more important than just the music that's playing. It's the socialising and feeling accepted for the weekend. You get a weekend of feeling good about yourself, and it's not fair, is it?
No,
absolutely. The one word I've heard thrown around most this weekend is family, because people here feel like a big family, and it's awesome to see.
Yeah, I think the thing is with like metal festivals and that, we've always said it's like it's the most safe space for families, people that are camping. You don't hear much going on, like people getting robbed, people getting spiked. When it's a metal community, people seem to look out for each other, but it's usually the other festivals where really, really bad shit goes on, and usually when you're with everyone's a metalhead, everyone's so inclusive. People see metalheads as like crazy, Satan worshipping, blood sucking,
absolutely,
and it's literally the opposite.
It's total opposite, isn't it?
Like, everybody just wants the friends to be happy.